Hello YouTube, my name is Mick. I sort of wanted to talk about this whole Keemstar slash H3h3 drama, this power struggle if you want to sort of talk about it, but it seems that mostly in their sort of takes, it was them sort of blaming each other for the Etika thing. I think it was mostly H3h3 sort of blaming Drama Alert or Keemstar off of it because, again, Etika and Drama Alert or Keemstar, they talked a lot during when he had his mental problem. I think he was bipolar. And because he was bipolar, in some way, he couldn't really distinguish what was reality and what was fantasy. And because of that, the theory is that Keemstar pretty much not told him, but at least gave him the idea somewhat to really kill himself. I know in one of his videos, Keemstar literally did tell him to kill himself, which was pretty horrible. And he also somewhat still to this day sort of talks about Etika. And you would think that on YouTube, well, maybe you could just rest in peace, but I guess if it's one thing that YouTube has proven is you can't even die in peace, which is quite something. Now, another thing in H3h3's video that he sort of talked about was the idea of deplatforming Keemstar. Now, considering the amount of evidence that he sort of talked about, I think it could be possible that you might want to, right? If you're having so much massive amount of false information, someone with a following that could pretty much turn the tide, why not just deplatform him? Have a better community. Almost 90% of the community pretty much hates Keemstar. The 10% are people that already are in line with his sort of politics, as in like they'll support him, he'll support them, and usually that's about it. Almost a lot of people, even outside of YouTube, Twitch, they don't really like him, and for good reasons. I know he told a cancer patient to straight up kill himself. Or while he said, I can't wait to report on his death, which implied his death, right? There was also that time where he, well, of course, he told Etika to kill himself because if you're in the Matrix, he might as well kill himself. And of course, there's that part where he doxed and swatted people. Anyways, my point is, I think with all these reasons, you could perhaps give the argument that maybe we should deplatform Keemstar. You could give the slippery slope argument, but again, that's not what we're talking about. The whole point is, perhaps we could. And again, everybody would be happy, you know what I mean? There'd only be like a slight amount of people who'd be not okay with it because they would essentially say, well, this is gonna bring up, you know, what if everybody else could be banned? But it's like, you would only be banned if you're an asshole, you know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, I personally think that maybe we could deplatform him, and I think the community would be ideally a little bit better, right? I don't want people, maybe if it was me, if I was a CEO of YouTube, right, and we want to make money, right, and we want to attract people, maybe the best course of action would be to really deplatform people who are negative, who are toxic, who are narcissistic, right? And we don't want that breeding ground, you know what I mean? Maybe we should deplatform Keemstar, right? And it would just be a one-off, possibly. And it seemed like that was sort of what was coming off from the H3h3 video, because it was really sad, you know? Etika was a great person. You know, maybe he said some weird stuff at times, but I mean, he was all around a cool person. He did Smash Brothers, I think it was called, like, the game, and he was pretty competitive, and he made everybody feel happy, you know? And to know that Keemstar might have been the reason for his suicide, it's pretty bad, pretty sad. It doesn't make me comfortable. If I was on the shareholders of YouTube and I knew about this, let's just say I wouldn't be happy, right? Again, it's not something that I myself feel comfortable if I was on a platform with, right? I mean, you don't want like your classmate to be someone who's telling to kill himself, right? It's kind of the scenario I'm in, you know? I'm a YouTuber. I don't want people telling people to kill themselves. It's just not a good thing to do. Maybe it's just me. I'm a nice person. Maybe I just don't like that sort of thing. Old school, but again, maybe we shouldn't be telling people to kill themselves and doing some negative stuff and bringing a whole toxicity to the platform as a whole. I know there's some mistakes that H3h3 has done, and we can talk about that, but again, the whole sort of general part of this is that maybe if someone's being toxic, or maybe we should deplatform him, and that was the whole video pretty much, right, and the bad things he's done. So anyways, that's gonna be the video. If you haven't, feel free to like it, maybe subscribe, give a thumbs up, who knows. I do have Twitch, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do that. Twitch.tv/MrStormco if you want to check that out. Maybe give a sub. Hey, use that Amazon Twitch Prime. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. I know this coronavirus has been hell, but I know you can go through it. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit.